Our planet thrives with an astonishing tapestry of life. From lush rainforests to arid deserts, from vibrant coral reefs to the deep ocean abyss, Earth's ecosystems are a testament to the power and diversity of nature. Over billions of years, life has evolved to fill every corner of our planet, each species interconnected in a delicate balance. This web of life provides essential services that make our own existence possible. Clean air to breathe, fresh water to drink, and fertile soil to grow our food all stem from the health and vitality of our planet's ecosystems. These natural wonders, shaped over millennia, are not just beautiful landscapes, they are the foundation upon which human civilization is built. Yet the natural world that sustains us is facing unprecedented challenges. Human activities driven by a rapidly growing population and insatiable consumption are pushing ecosystems to their limits. The consequences of our actions are being felt across the globe, from the shrinking rainforests to the polluted oceans. The time to act is now. It is our collective responsibility to protect the planet's ecosystems, not just for the sake of nature, but for our own survival. We must become better stewards of our planet, recognizing that our well-being is inextricably linked to the health of the natural world. Forests, vast and majestic, play a critical role in regulating our planet's climate. These emerald green powerhouses absorb vast quantities of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, locking it away in their trunks, roots and soil. This process helps to mitigate climate change by reducing the concentration of greenhouse gases. Beyond their climate regulation, forests provide habitats for countless species, harboring an incredible array of plants and animals. These ecosystems are teeming with life, from the towering trees to the tiniest insects, all interconnected in a complex web of interdependence. Forests are also vital sources of fresh water, acting as natural sponges that absorb rainfall and slowly release it into rivers and streams. This regulation of water flow is essential for maintaining healthy ecosystems and supporting human communities. The loss of forests, driven by deforestation and degradation, is a tragedy for both nature and humankind. We must protect these vital ecosystems, not just for their beauty and biodiversity, but for the essential services they provide to all life on Earth. Covering over 70% of Earth's surface, the oceans are the lifeblood of our planet. These vast interconnected bodies of water regulate our climate, produce oxygen, and provide sustenance for billions of people worldwide. Like forests, oceans play a crucial role in absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. This absorption helps to buffer the impacts of climate change, but it comes at a cost. As oceans absorb more carbon dioxide, they become more acidic, threatening marine life, particularly coral reefs and shellfish. Oceans are also home to an astounding diversity of life, from microscopic plankton to the largest creatures on Earth, the whales. These marine ecosystems are interconnected, with each species playing a vital role in the health of the whole. Pollution, overfishing and climate change are all taking a toll on our oceans. We must act now to protect these vital ecosystems by reducing our environmental footprint and promoting sustainable practices. The future of our planet depends on the health of our oceans. Often overlooked, wetlands are unsung heroes in the fight against climate change. These waterlogged areas, including swamps, marshes and bogs, act as natural carbon sinks, storing vast amounts of carbon in their soils. Wetlands also act as natural buffers, absorbing excess rainfall and reducing the risk of floods. They act like giant sponges, soaking up water and slowly releasing it, which helps to regulate water flow and protect coastal communities from storm surges. These unique ecosystems are also biodiversity hotspots, providing habitats for a wide range of plants and animals, many of which are found nowhere else on Earth. Wetlands are crucial stopover points for migratory birds, nurseries for fish, and homes to a plethora of fascinating creatures. Unfortunately, wetlands are disappearing at an alarming rate, often drained for agriculture or development. We must recognize the vital role these ecosystems play in regulating our climate, protecting our communities, and supporting biodiversity. Section 5. The Shadow of Human Impact. The natural world, in all its richness and diversity, is under threat. Human activities driven by a growing population and unsustainable consumption patterns are pushing ecosystems to their limits, jeopardizing the delicate balance of nature that sustains us all. Deforestation, driven by agricultural expansion, logging and mining, is stripping the planet of its forests at an alarming rate. This destruction not only releases vast amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, but also destroys habitats, pushing countless species towards extinction. Pollution from industrial activities, agricultural runoff and plastic waste is contaminating our rivers, lakes and oceans, poisoning wildlife and threatening human health. These pollutants disrupt delicate ecosystems, causing widespread damage and jeopardizing the essential services that nature provides. Climate change, driven by the burning of fossil fuels and deforestation, is exacerbating existing threats, leading to more extreme weather events, rising sea levels and ocean acidification. These changes are disrupting ecosystems, threatening biodiversity and putting human communities at risk. We have a choice to make. We can continue on our current path, consuming the planet's resources with little regard for the consequences, or we can choose a more sustainable future, one that respects the delicate balance of nature and ensures a healthy planet for generations to come. Section 6. Deforestation, an unfolding tragedy. The world's forests, once vast and teeming with life, are shrinking at an alarming rate. Every minute, an area of forest the size of 30 football fields is lost, cleared for agriculture, logging, mining and other human activities. This deforestation has devastating consequences for the planet. Forests act as vital carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and helping to regulate our climate. When forests are cleared or burned, this stored carbon is released back into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change. Beyond climate regulation, deforestation has a devastating impact on biodiversity. Forests are home to an estimated 80% of the world's terrestrial biodiversity, and their destruction is driving countless species towards extinction. We must act now to halt deforestation and promote sustainable forest management practices. This requires a multifaceted approach, including protecting existing forests, restoring degraded lands, and promoting sustainable agriculture and forestry practices. Section 7. Pollution poisoning our planet. From the air we breathe to the water we drink, pollution is contaminating our environment and threatening the health of all living things. Industrial emissions, agricultural runoff, plastic waste and chemical pollutants are all taking a toll on our planet. Air pollution, caused by the burning of fossil fuels, industrial activities and agricultural practices, is responsible for millions of premature deaths each year. Fine particulate matter in the air penetrates deep into our lungs, causing respiratory problems, heart disease and other health issues. Water pollution from industrial discharges, agricultural runoff and sewage contamination is poisoning our rivers, lakes and oceans. These pollutants harm aquatic life, disrupt ecosystems and threaten human health. Plastic pollution has become a global crisis, with millions of tons of plastic waste ending up in our oceans each year. This plastic debris entangles marine life, is ingested by animals and breaks down into microplastics, which contaminate the food chain and pose a threat to human health. We must reduce our reliance on fossil fuels, promote cleaner production methods, reduce our consumption of single-use plastics, and improve waste management practices to address pollution and protect the health of our planet. Section 8. Climate change, a global threat. Climate change, driven by the increasing concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, is one of the most pressing challenges facing humanity. The burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, and other human activities are releasing vast amounts of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, trapping heat and causing the planet to warm. The consequences of climate change are far-reaching and devastating. Rising global temperatures are leading to more frequent and intense heat waves, droughts, floods, and wildfires. Melting glaciers and ice sheets are causing sea levels to rise, threatening coastal communities and infrastructure. Climate change is also disrupting ecosystems, shifting plant and animal ranges, and exacerbating the risk of extinction for many species. The oceans are becoming more acidic as they absorb excess carbon dioxide, threatening marine life, particularly coral reefs and shellfish. Addressing climate change requires a global effort to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, transition to cleaner sources of energy, and adapt to the impacts that are already being felt. We must act now to mitigate further warming and protect the planet for future generations. Section 9, Towards a Sustainable Future. The challenges facing our planet may seem daunting, but there is still hope. By embracing sustainable practices, we can reduce our impact on the environment, protect biodiversity, and create a healthier, more equitable world for all. Transitioning to renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, and geothermal is crucial to reducing our reliance on fossil fuels and mitigating climate change. Investing in energy efficiency measures such as improving building insulation and promoting public transportation can significantly reduce energy consumption. Embracing sustainable agriculture practices such as reducing pesticide use, promoting crop diversity and improving soil health can help to feed a growing population while minimizing environmental impacts. Protecting and restoring forests, wetlands and other ecosystems is essential for mitigating climate change, conserving biodiversity and securing the essential services that nature provides. Reducing our consumption of resources, particularly single-use plastics, and embracing a circular economy that promotes reuse, repair and recycling can significantly reduce our environmental footprint. Educating future generations about the importance of sustainability and empowering them to become stewards of the planet is essential for lasting change. Section 10, Our Shared Responsibility. The future of our planet rests in our hands. We must recognize that we are part of nature, not separate from it, and that our actions have consequences. We have a responsibility to protect the Earth's ecosystems, not just for the sake of nature, but for our own survival and the well-being of future generations. Each of us can make a difference in our own lives by making conscious choices that reduce our environmental impact. By reducing our consumption, reusing and recycling, conserving water and energy, and supporting sustainable businesses, we can contribute to a more sustainable future. We can also make a difference by raising our voices and advocating for change. By supporting organizations working to protect the environment, contacting our elected officials to demand action on climate change, and educating others about the importance of sustainability, we can help to create a more sustainable future. The challenges we face are great, but so too is our capacity for innovation, compassion, and collective action. By working together, we can create a healthier, more sustainable, and equitable world for all. The time to act is now, for the sake of our planet and for generations to come.